Hi everyone, this is Sunny and welcome back to my channel if you're not new. And I have another celebrity crush reading. It's going to be a quick celebrity crush reading. So, how would you romance your celebrity crush is going to be the question. So, if you ever get to meet and you romance or something and start a relationship or whatever, something like that. A make-believe scenario. Just in case you're ever curious, how would it go about? I'll give you more or less an idea. So, I have 4 piles for you guys to choose from. Pile 1 through 4 is from the left to the right, so stop the video if you feel like you need more time to contemplate on the cards and your energies, and I'll see your pile of choice. So remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. So again, thank you all for watching, by the way, and I will start with the first one. So pile number 1, you guys have the 7 of Wands upright. Sorry, I was trying to see the number first. It's kind of hard to see. I know you can't. I know you guys can see, but I can't see very well because the sun is going down. So I'm doing the best that I can with the light that I have. For you guys, I think it would be very. I think the word I'm trying to say is obstinate. Very like tunnel vision. I think you guys would kind of go forth and take your best shot. I think of Pat Benatar with that song. Hit me with your best shot, fire away. I'm a terrible singer, by the way. That's why I don't really sing. 2, also, I don't need, the copyright stuff to deal with. But again, I do think you're someone that's going to fight your best to the competition. You're going to stand out there, do your best, and tell them, look, I offer you this. This is my heart. This is my emotions. This is what I got. It's the best. It's like, I feel like you're the Patrick Star with, like, I got $3. That's all I got. So, take it or leave it. But that's how you would try to romance your celebrity crush. Whether your celebrity crush would accept is another thing, but that's how you would try. You would try your best to kind of stand out from the crowd, like kind of push people aside and try your best to compete. I think you strive. You do strive for this, but I think you kind of, this is like your forte. I feel like you're really good at competing. So if you're good at competing for people's affection, go for it. But again, this is a celebrity reading. But yeah, I do think you would kind of try to convince them to take him out and like spend some time with you. I think you would try your best to kind of romance them the way that you learn, the things that you've learned about them so far as an artist or as an actor or celebrity. I do think you're someone that kind of wants to humor them by taking them out to the places that they want to hang out and enjoy. So, maybe like out to like a movie, or maybe you're someone that they're the kind of person that would like to go to those fancy restaurants. So you try your best to kind of like scoot yourself into that reservation and, take them out. Things like that. So you do your best to kind of give them their way, but still kind of let them know that this is how you are very direct. You're just like, I'm a go person, go, go, go. It's like when I want something, I try to get it, So that's what I have for you guys. The next pile number 2. You have the Queen of Swords upright. So you're someone that's going to use your words to kind of tantalize them, to kind of get them to know you, to kind of get them to persuade them to kind of say yes to you. Sorry, I was covering them. I do think you're someone that you can be very manipulative. I'll be honest. You're going to try to manipulate your way to the situation where you're like, I have the upper hand. Ha ha ha. But I do think you're someone that's going to kind of do your best to kind of maneuver yourself into those situations where you try to kind of outsmart them. And sometimes that can be healthy, but sometimes it cannot. But again, take what resonates. Again, use your own discernment. You're gonna cut deep, I'll be honest, and you might be a little bit sharp with your tongue. You might hurt their feelings, I'll be honest. But you're gonna be someone who's gonna try to get your way. I think you and pile number 1 have that very strong determination to kind of stand your ground and be where you want to be. So you're going to go full force, I feel, pile number 2, to kind of get them to notice you. But I do think the way you're going to try to romance them is by words. So maybe you're going to, write poetry for them, or maybe you're going to kind of talk about different philosophies or different things they want to talk about that they're interested in, like anything interesting in subjects. But I do think you're going to try your best to kind of be astute and be cunning and, kind of get them to kind of subdue to your eloquence and your charmingness. But again, you're someone that's very independent as well, so I think it's gonna, I don't know how to mesh with a person that you're like, but I do think that's how you're going to try to kind of come across and like, I don't need you, but I'm still interested, you know, kind of thing. So that maybe it be your personality, but again, only take what resonates. But that's more or less what I feel from you guys. You're going to be trying to be charming, to get your way, to outsmart them, to kind of cut out the competition and be the only queen and stay in power. So again, this is only like a make-believe scenario if you ever met them and romanced them. So pile number 3, you have the Wheel of Fortune upright. So it's interesting. You guys would bring a lot of change to this person. I think you would try to kind of force yourself to turn their world upside down, or maybe they turn your world upside down. The energies can be switched and flipped, but I do think it's something like you're gonna kind of try to give each other Uno reverse cards. So the way you would romance them is kind of getting them out of their usual routine. Like maybe they have to go to the studio and record, they have to edit, or they kind of have to write lyrics, or they have to kind of work with the visual team. They have to do interviews. It's something that like they have to do. They have a routine, and you're gonna try to kind of maneuver yourself into those spaces that they have time off, or at least get them to kind of push certain events away and kind of get to kind of enjoy them with their free time, or enjoy them while they have some downtime or something, or at least try to kind of get them to relax a bit more. I do fear someone that's going to strive for that change, for them to kind of be like, look, you kind of have to enjoy yourself. It's not all work, but I do think you're someone that's going to kind of try to push them to that place of like realization that not everything they have is kind of worth figuring out by themselves, or like enjoy it like that. You know, it kind of feels like you're someone that's trying to get them to know a different side of what life can be, and that you're trying to turn their world upside down. So I do feel that's more or less how you're going to try to romance them and get them to notice you. You're going to kind of be a quick spark, kind of spark that initiation, to kind of want to pursue something else, or like at least slow down the pace, you know, at least if they're living the fast pace, right? So that's how you will do that. Pile number 3. Last but not least, I have pile 4. You guys have the 4 of Cups upright. So you're going to try to kind of be emotional about it. You're going to kind of be the person to send out that message and confess to them. And I don't think they're going to notice, to be honest. Pile number 4, this celebrity is not looking at your cup. The celebrity is looking at all the opportunities that he has or she has, and they're kind of not even taking notice. It's like, oh, I have them, but what can I do with them? Like, it's not serving me any good. But you're going to be persistent. And that's how you try to romance them. Like, yeah, you have these cups, but what about this cup? You have one more cup. So I do think you're going to try your best. Whether it's successful, I highly doubt that, to be honest. But you'll still try. You try your best. You're not gonna feed into like, yeah, it's gonna be great. Like, no, it's like unless this person's looking up and not looking at like, woe is me kind of vibe, this person's just not gonna look your direction. But you're gonna try nonetheless. That's not gonna stop you. So good for you if you feel like you have to get it out of your system and then be like, okay, well, I tried. Next crush, or like next person. But I do think you're gonna kind of let them know that you're here for them. You're going to kind of get to their heart. You're going to try to kind of get some emotional reaction out of them. But I don't think it'll be successful. But again, you try your best. And you're going to be kind of like trying to kind of figure them out, trying to see if they kind of get the clues and the context. But it's like, this person's kind of like in their own space. Like, I'm just looking at what I have creativity. They're like looking at their creativity. Maybe they're hogging those cups to themselves, but I feel like they're just not noticing them, not even looking at them. So maybe at this point, they're not really looking at starting a relationship or starting anything like that, being interested in a person. They're kind of very much in their own safety space of their home, possibly, or just kind of enjoying themselves. But I do think you're going to try, and maybe you're going to give them like something coming from the heart, like a special, can't say special. There you go. Special, there you go. Message from the heart. And unfortunately, I don't think it'll be received. But you still try, you know? So that's more or less how you're going to try to romance them. You are someone that thinks with like their emotional space, and you're someone that kind of wants to do something that's meaningful and creative, and maybe you kind of do a poster or sing a song or something that's kind of a way of like, you want to go to prom with me, or kind of like not go to prom, that's like, no. but you get the gist of like, you know how people do those kinds of messages of like, hey, this is me confessing that I'm interested, kind of. So that's what you do. That's what I feel you're doing. So it'll be unsuccessful, but you still gave it a try. So kudos to you, pile 4. But that's how you're going to try to romance your celebrity crush. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry not every pile heard the message they want, but that's more or less what it's going to be like. So thank y'all for watching till the very end. Have a lovely day if you stuck around. And please like, subscribe, comment, or share. It helps me out grow my channel. And I appreciate you and all the efforts that you do. So thank you and bye-bye.